For today's Neuris recipe, I've taken 1 cup of plain flour or maida. This is 1/4 cup of fine rava or semolina, 1/4 cup of melted ghee or clarified butter, salt to taste, and approximately 1/4 cup of water. Now I'm going to add the flour as well as the rava or the semolina to a bowl, add some salt to taste, and mix the three well. Now, if you don't have fine semolina, just grind the medium semolina in your mixer pot. Now, I'm going to add 7 teaspoons of hot ghee to this, and I'm going to crumble this mixture with my fingers till it starts to resemble breadcrumbs. So you should be able to hold the mixture like this. That means the ghee has nicely coated the flour. And now we're just going to add very little water at a time and just mix everything. We don't want a very soggy dough and we don't want a very dry dough. So just add a little water at a time. Mix all the dough really well. And now we're going to knead the dough for at least a whole minute till the dough doesn't stick to your hands anymore. So just keep kneading it. This is very important that you knead the dough well because we want a very flexible dough and it shouldn't stick to your fingers or your hands as you're kneading it. So I'm going to add a few drops of the ghee again and I'm just going to again knead it really well. So a whole minute at least you need to knead this dough. Now I'll show you a closer look of how the dough should be. If you poke your fingers or you press your fingers down on the dough, it should make a mark on the dough and it shouldn't bounce back like you would with a pizza dough. And now we're going to rest this dough for about 2 to 3 hours, which is also very important. Now we're going to start working on the filling. So here I've taken 4 cardamoms or lychees. I'm just going to peel them. And then in my mortar and pestle, I'm just going to grind them to a very fine powder. Now if you're using ready-made powder, you need about approximately 1 teaspoon. This really elevates the flavor of the filling. So once this is done, just set it aside. Now I'm going to roughly chop up some cashew nuts and some raisins, which are also called kishmish. We're just going to chop them up roughly. You could also add almonds. And we're going to set this aside. Now I'm going to use 1 cup of desiccated coconut, 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds or khaskhas. This is the same elaichi powder that we just finely ground, and the chopped cashew nuts and raisins. So this is going to be our filling. So first I'm going to dry roast the desiccated coconut on a very low flame, continuously stirring it till you get a very light brown color and you get this lovely aroma of the coconut. Now once that is done, you're going to transfer this to a bowl. Now wipe your pan clean and again you're going to roast the poppy seeds for very little, just about half a minute, and then you're going to transfer that to the bowl in which we have transferred the coconut. So this doesn't have to be fried or roasted very long, just a little bit, and transfer it to the bowl. Again wipe your pan, and now we're going to dry roast the cashew nuts and the raisins, and again transfer that to the bowl. So now we finish with roasting. Now we're just going to add the cardamom powder that we ground, and we're going to give this a good mix. And now I'm going to add the powdered sugar and mix all of this really well. Now I'm going to transfer this mixture back to the pan on a very low flame, and I'm going to roast this till the sugar starts to melt and you get a little bit of a light brown kind of a filling. So this should take you about half a minute or so. And even the color of the filling will become a little light golden brown, and you'll get this beautiful aroma of the coconut. So set this aside, and now we'll start on the dough. So I'm going to make small balls like this, which have to be really smooth without any cracks in them. And then I'm just going to roll out the ball like this. You're not going to add any flour to our rolling board because our dough is so easy to work with. You should be able to lift this once you have rolled it out like this. Now I'm just going to take a teaspoon of the filling Don't take too much of the filling or don't take too less also. About a teaspoon should do. And then just dab some water on, half of the circle. Just put all the filling together in the center. And then just fold one side onto the other like this. Now you got to seal the edges really, really well. This is very, very important, because if you don't do that, then when you go to deep fry these Neuris, they're just going to crack open and all the filling is going to go into the oil and it's going to be a real fiasco. And then just cut off the edges like this. If you don't have a cutter like this, you can just use a pizza cutter or regular knife and then just dab this design down. That's also optional, and then you get this beautiful Neuri. So this is one way of doing it. I'll just show you a few more designs. So this is the same design. I'm just showing it to you again. Now, if you don't have this kind of a cutter, you can also make a design with a fork by just pressing down the fork on, once you have cut off the extra edges. And then this is another design where I'll just show it to you. So once you've done this part, then you just pick, fold, pick, fold, pick, fold to one side and pick, fold to the other side, and you get this kind of a design. And then there's one design where you don't cut off the excess, you just dab down the wheel of the cutter and then just make a rough kind of a design if you don't want to cut off the excess and you like the crispy ends. And one is where you just cut off the excess and just leave it at that without making any other designs. So there are lots and lots of ways of making these Neuris. Each family definitely has their own special way of making it. So that's it. And then once all your Neuris are done, you're just going to heat up your oil. Now you can just put a ball of the dough into the oil to test if the oil is ready. And once the ball comes up like this and turns brown, your oil is all ready. So you just put the Neuris into the pan. Don't overcrowd the pan. And then just fry them till they're nice and golden brown in color. And drain off the excess oil onto some kitchen napkins, and that's it, friends. Your Neuris are all ready to enjoy. They're really crispy and crunchy, and the filling also is really yummy. So I hope you give this recipe a try. Friends, I hope you like today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you'll get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.